Well, good Saturday morning. So what do we got going on today? Well, on the operating bench behind me, we got a new EVSE, and I got an open NEMA 1450. Let's see what we got. Okay, Stokes Voltaics E-KITE. This used to be sold on Amazon. I do not believe that it is anymore, but I just happened to come across a pallet of them, so we bought a few. See if I can't flip a few and make a couple bucks. So let's take a look in the box and see what we have. Oh, and just for reference, I mean, the box is, it's big. And from what I'm told, it's packaged quite well. Can I do it with one hand? I cannot. Hang on. This is nice. This is really cool. I'm excited. All right, so here is the unit. The catch, and there always is what's in here. You have to use an RFID card to make this work. If I can do this with, yep. You get 3 of them, and when the unit's all powered up, there's the bleep, so it works. It's IP something rated, so it is actually good. You could mount it outside in the rain and be okay. But this particular style, you have to have the RFID card, and like I said, you get 3 of them. But that's freaking sweet. 26 feet of J1772 cable. Let's pull this out and take a look. Okay, so the unit just kind of, it pulls out from the face on this, but this is what is this, velvet? For those of you that get the reference, the packaging is extremely nice. You have all your corners protected, and this is the actual unit. Looks like some mounting hardware for the 1772 plug to go on the wall. That looks like the backing for the unit right there. And that's basically it. Oh, here's your wall mount right here. Of course, everything is mold injection plastic. This doesn't weigh anything. This is super light. But I'm kind of excited to see it light up right here. And here is your NEMA 1450. So as long as you've got your plug in the wall, we have a few of them here. This is literally a plug and play. If you have a splitter coming off of your dryer, for people that have their dryers outside, not a big deal. So let's, man, look at all this extra stuff in here. And like, there's your 3 cards. Wow. Okay, so we're gonna mount it right over there, and let's get to it. So this mount is 100% directional. So make sure that you test fit it on the back of the EVSE before you mount it on the wall. Here's what we got. All I did was I just loosely put the 4 holes in here because we're gonna sink the we're gonna put the drywall counter sinks in here. But these little flanges, these little, you know, kickstands right here, these are on the bottom in the up configuration. So what we'll do next is we'll pull our 4 screws out of here. They were just, you know, marking points for this. We'll sink all 4 of these, and I used a little hand level to make sure that we were straight. So, and then there's our plug-in right there. 23 feet is the total length. We'll go over that in just a second. All right, not very exciting. You know, drill some holes, and now we'll mount this flange up, and we'll get the unit mounted up real quick. The way that I do it, it's probably overly cautious. I'll get a drill bit that's close enough, and then I'll drill, and then I'll start upsizing just so I don't have a wallowed out hole, because you do not want these to fall back down. So start with a smaller bit and just kind of work your way up, and I just use a hammer and just kind of start tapping them in there so it's nice and snug. You just don't want to lose those. The neighbor, man, they're all in their like 60s and 70s. He just comes by with a chainsaw or a weed whackers. What are you doing with that? He says pole dancing, and we got a show. So anyhow, we are plugged in. Just ran it over there. 3.3 feet, I think, is what the instructions said on this, and I believe it's 23 feet on the cord. But as soon as we plugged it in, we got immediate power. So let's plug it into the EV6 here and see what we got. So there is a really nice little dust cover right there, and then you have all of your pins inside. This feels really good. I mean, it's mold injected plastic. It works, I guess. It's extremely lightweight. It's very cold, and these have been coiled up for God knows how long. So we'll work the coils out. So here we go. Butter, absolutely butter. And the car will not talk to us until, so we are flashing, indicating, hey, we want to charge, but we can't. Solid colors. I heard it lock. And charging started. That's pretty freaking cool. So let's see what kind of a charge we're getting. This is 32 amps. They were all 32 amps, so I'm guessing around 8 kilowatts or so. And 7.5 kilowatts. Outstanding, man. This is really cool. It does stay lit up a real pale blue while it's charging. Of course, it's cold out and I just plugged it in, so there's no temperature rise on that. I believe this is fully UL rated, so just as happy as can possibly be. Let's check the instructions and see if there's any more pertinent information. So the instructions are actually pretty decent. Little catalog and a table of contents and all that wonderful stuff. How to plug it in. You do get a what's in the box kind of thing. These little guys, little anti-theft screws that go into the holster for the charging wand. And product information. So here's where I found out the power cable is 3.28 feet, or the power, yeah, and then the charging cable is 23 feet. And product dimensions, we'll just leave that right here. You can pause it if you need to. And indicator lights, that's always important to know. And like I say, it's a pretty pale blue. And across the room, I mean, if it was dark in here, you could probably see it real well. But in the direct light, it's hard to tell. And shows you proper installation guides, how to set up your screws and your drywall mounts. And then again for the socket as well, that should be coming up on the next page, and it is. And then it talks about the RFID card as well. So let me tool around here and see if I can find anything. Oh wait, here, technical specs, you guys may want that stuff. Oh, I am running a 50 amp socket as well. Overcurrent protection, environmental indicators, 122 degrees Fahrenheit. It's a lot hotter than that in Reading. Well, in my garage in Reading. Some troubleshooting guidelines, overcurrent protection. Just some troubleshooting stuffs right there. And I'm going to take a look on this thing somewhere, see if I can find the UL rating, because I thought that I heard that it was. Well, as luck would have it, I cannot find any form of UL rating on these. I do not think that this is even made anymore, if we're being honest. But, you know, half of the portable EVSEs do not have a UL rating either. I'm sure that the Tesla does, you know, the mobile connector, and I know for a fact the J Plus Booster 2 does, because it's on the actual unit, and we put the American flag wrap on there. They actually printed all of that on there too, so good call on those guys. However, this is running phenomenal. I would put a link to these, but I don't think they're not on, well, I know they're not on Amazon anymore, but yeah, you cannot go wrong with these. These are fantastic, and anybody that comes over is, that's the one they'll use instead of trying to drag out that giant Blink one over there. Nice thin cable, but you're also pulling 32 amps, although the Tesla one back there, it's got a thin cable and you're pulling 48 amps. So this is absolutely stellar. I am extremely pleased with it, and yeah, you're not going to go wrong with this. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next one. On the bottom of the box, there's your FCC and your CE label. So they do have some form of protection with them as well. Don't shoot the messenger. Should have looked at the box first. Anyhow, it's still charging. Nothing's caught fire yet, and yeah, I'm tickled with it. I think it's going to be fantastic. See you guys on the next one.